Welcome to MLB The Show in this presentation of minor league baseball. Opening night here in this brand new season between the Frisco Roughriders and the Tulsa Drillers. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Tyler Gilbert gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Now batting, Yoni Hernandez. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
The third baseman, Yoni Hernandez.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
This is foul right side. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Well, the mercury has dipped under 50, 49 degrees here at first pitch. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other. 1 away.
Batting second, the left fielder, number 5, Eric Jenkins.
Now at the plate, Eric Jenkins, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Pitch on the way. In there, no balls and a strike. Gilbert isn't really known as the kind of starter that goes deep into games. It's not that he isn't capable, I'm sure. He just hasn't been that guy that works deep into games with regularity.
Matty V, I'm not sure it's this guy's fault, but I think it's more the fault of the metrics and the way we look at pitchers now, trying to limit the number of pitches and the number of appearances they have with particular guys in the lineup.
Hit hard on the ground to the right. That's a hit, their first of the new season.
Batting third, the second baseman, Alvarez.
So now to the plate, Eliezer Alvarez, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Has a look, now the pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Throw over to the bag. Runner's back. Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw, not in time. He's in there at second.
Well, he's certainly doing his best to get his team out to an early lead. Picks up the single and then decides that's not good enough, so he swipes second to get into scoring position. Now we'll see if the guys can pick him up.
A throw behind the runner at second, and he just manages to get his hand in. 1 out and a runner on second base. Didn't miss by much there, but it's just a bit high.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
Inside, he misses. Ball 4.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 4, Andretti.
Digging in, Andretti Cordero. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Here's the first pitch to him. Now the double steal is on here. The 0-1 pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. Long run for the right fielder, and no one will track it down.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Jenkins over at second. Alvarez at first, 1 gone. There's a 2-seam fastball that's fought off foul off to the right. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
Well, the 1-2 pitch didn't go his way, and now a miss there on 2-2. You know he doesn't want this at bat to get away from him, so I think we're going to see a challenge pitch on a full count.
The 3-2 pitch. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Line towards center field, and that's in there, base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Boy, what a battle there, D-Rose. Several pitch at bat right there. He threw everything but the kitchen sink, and he was still able to get an RBI base hit.
And Dan, I can't tell you, the longer the ABs go, usually I'll tell you get in that swing mode where if he throws the rosin bag, you're pulling the trigger on it. Wait for him to settle in his zone and not come outside of it and end up getting a knock.
Michael De Leon comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot he's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Now the 2-0. On the ground is short. This could be 2. Reined in. There's 1, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Digging in, Ryan Doro. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the stretch. No balls and 1 strike. Runners on first and third, 2 away. 1-1.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
High in the air out to center field. Kirkpatrick is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Roughriders are out in front, 1-0. Colin Wiles is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties, and if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Standing in, Garrett Kirkpatrick. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Drillers, the center fielder, Garrett Kirkpatrick.
The pitch. A ball and no strikes. The 1-0. hit in the air out to center field. Buck is right there, one down.
Batting second, the shortstop, Jacob Amaya.
Digging in, Jacob Amaya. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. Now a bunt attempt here. Swing and a liner. Foul. The 1-2. Rounded down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. One out, nobody on. Shin high, that's taken for a ball. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Hit hard on the ground at first. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Batting third, the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
At the plate, Andrew Vaughn looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Now the pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Nothing across here this half. 1 inning in the books here. The Roughriders lead it 1-0. Now to the plate, Aswan Vieira. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
The right fielder, number 10.
Here comes the first pitch.
Vieira.
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Kirkpatrick is there, and he has it for the first out.
Batting eighth, the catcher, Jose Trevino.
At the plate, Jose Trevino. First pitch of the at-bat.
Not the ideal location for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
Skied into straightaway right. Rincon is over just a few steps to his left as he takes it for out number 2.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, Anthony Buck.
Striding into the box, Anthony Buck. First pitch coming, here it is. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the center fielder. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Leading off the inning, Cody Hosey. And they'll need him to get something going here.
The third baseman, Cody.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball left outside.
Hit out towards second. He's right there. And the throw to first is in time. One gone.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Justin Yurchak.
In now, Justin Yurchak. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good slider there. Gets a swing and miss. Wiles, a 6'4" right-hander. He throws a four-seam fastball, a curve, a slider, a changeup, and a two-seam fastball. The windup and the 0-1.
That's a ball.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
The 1-2. Is a fastball that misses.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first two pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. Two tough pitches that he took with two strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and the next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Bases are empty, one man out. And a changeup couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball 4.
Two ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
So striding in, Drew Avens. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. He's set and the pitch. Hit weakly back to the mound. To second for one. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn two, and it gets him out of the inning. So nothing happening this time around. We played 2 full. The Roughriders are out in front, 1-0. Top of the third set to get underway. And next will be the switch-hitting third baseman, Yoni Hernandez. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
The left fielder, number 5, Eric Jenkins.
Into the box, Eric Jenkins. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that misses for ball 1.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
One out, nobody on. Oh, up around the chin there. 2-0. Here's the pitch. 2 balls and a strike to count. Popped him up. Vaughn over to his left, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now
that's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop out. Well executed pitch there.
Riding in once again, Eliezer Alvarez. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
Like that pitch there. Lefty on lefty matchup. Curveball away to a lefty. Smart pitch.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
0-2. Here it comes. Line to the right side. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Boy, what a crazy AB right there, D-Row. Takes 2 pitches right in the strike zone, then gets on a knock on a pitch that's out of the zone.
Yeah, I can't imagine that was the game plan coming into the AB, but you know what? No one will know in the box score tomorrow. That's a bullet.
At the plate, Andretti Cordero. 0-1 the count. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Ready with the 0-1. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd murmuring now, wondering if he hit him on purpose. But hey, us pitchers need to be able to throw inside, especially when facing hitters as dangerous as he is. Pretty sure this one just got away from him, and hey, that's part of the game.
Digging in the switch hitter, Michael De Leon. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Has a look, now the pitch. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. To the left side, but it's well foul. Hanging curveball taken, though, for a second strike.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
Count even at 2-2. 2-2. Here it is.
Full count, 3-2.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a 3-run shot to left center. First home run of the campaign for him as they move on top 4-0.
Yeah, he is kicking himself right now. He worked his tail off to get out of that jam and was 1 strike away from getting there, and then boom, all that work goes to waste. From 0 damage to a 3-run homer in the blink of an eye.
In now, Ryan Doro.
Now batting, designated hitter, Ryan
As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Ball.
Down and away, ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
3 runs already home here.
Aye.
1-2 now as this catches the outer half.
1 and 2.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Now that's popped up. Posey is under it. And that ends the inning. But the big blow of the inning comes right here. A 3-run home run. We play 2.5. The Rough Riders lead it 4-0. Settling in now, Omar Estevez. And they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
The throw is wild, and it gets away. And he will make it up to third base, as that is a gift there off of what was a terrible throw.
Yeah, and I can speak from experience, and I can tell you, on a night like this, it's tough to get a good grip on the ball. It's a little frigid out there, and he might have lost a little bit of feeling in his fingers. Never easy to make a good throw when that's the case.
Into the box, Carlos Rincon, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Woo, that was an ugly swing. If I'm pitching right now, I'm throwing that same pitch again. That was ugly.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Count.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
A runner in scoring position with none out. Skied into very shallow right. Here comes the right fielder. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. And he might have thought about it at third, but with one away, decides not to risk it.
Giancarlo Cabrera.
Stepping in, Giancarlo Cabrera. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey, as a former infielder, nothing hurts your heart more than making errors behind your pitchers. Let's see if this guy can pick them up right here.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
In today's game, it's seeing so many guys strike out and not worry about it. I'd love to see a little two-strike approach right here. Maybe shorten up a little bit and try and four-speed something the other way.
The 1-2.
2 balls.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
A man at third with one away. Back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
So stepping in, Garrett Kirkpatrick. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And with his speed, he's one of those rare guys who you'd actually like to see keep the ball on the ground. You can't beat out a fly ball in this game.
Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Now batting, shortstop, Jacob Amaya.
At the plate now, Jacob Amaya. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0. Runner breaks for third. In there, now the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
And to me, they just can't let guys get lead like that, especially knowing that the guy behind the plate isn't known for his arm. Here he swipes third, and they just kind of gave it to him.
And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. Andrew Vaughn would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And the count will be full. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. So 1 run here on 2 hits, 2 errors in the inning, and 1 man left on base. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Roughriders are out in front, 4-1. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Pascual Vieira.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike, 0-1.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
The windup and the 0-1. Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the 4th inning opens with a leadoff single.
Sometimes you just got to trust your hands. That pitch probably wasn't even in the zone, and he was able to fight it off for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Jose Trevino, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. The 1-1 home. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Again, a 1-2 on a good curveball gets him swinging for route number 1.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it, so that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front, really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
Into the box now, Anthony Buck. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now the 1-0 is taken for ball 2. Buck is playing up the middle and center field here, but most often he can be found in right. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Center fielder giving chase, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
Standing in now, Yoni Hernandez, as it's on the ground toward the hole. He'll get to this one deep in the hole. Throw from shallow right will get him at first, but the run will come in to score.
Probably wanted more out of that at bat with runners in scoring position, but at least he does the job and brings one home. Maybe the next guy can pick up the runner at third now.
Ready for another shot now, Eric Jenkins. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch on its way. Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up onto first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Rough Riders lead it 5-1. Coming to the plate now, Andrew Vaughn is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Andrew Vaughn.
First delivery to him on the way. And a ball 1-0.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Ball 2.
2 balls, no strike.
Now the 2-0 home. Down the left field line and deep. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
Jenkins is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Cody.
So striding forward now, Cody Hosey comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. And he takes ball 1. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Outside, 3-0 now. Now here's the pitch. And he gets the call there, 3-1.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2. Now this is foul tipped right into the catcher's glove as he holds on to preserve the strikeout, and there are 2 away. Ready now, Justin Yurchak. He drew a walk his first time up. The pitch. (5-1) our score as we play the 4th here. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
The 1-2.
Ball, that pitch was up.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Now here's a fly ball, well hit. Right fielder looking up to the track, to the wall, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning.
Hey, that wasn't a particularly good pitch right here. This guy doesn't get away with very many mistakes. He's going to have to do a better job pitching out of the middle part of the plate.
In now, Drew Avens. He'll take the breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. Two out, nobody on. Fastball high, and it's quickly 2-0. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Now the pitch. That finds the zone, a called strike.
2-2.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Just hung in there on that one. Once again, a 3-2. He pulls this one into right. That's his first base hit. Make him 1 for 2 now.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. He thought he would set that up pretty well. The previous pitch was a real good fastball up.
Yeah, I think the hitter was sitting all over that one, Dan. I really do. He saw that fastball up for show. I think he thought to himself, here comes the off-speed.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Now a throw over, and he'll dive back in safely. A runner on first with 2 away.
That's
1-0 pitch is right there, but ruled a ball. 2-0.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
And little doubt about that one. That's in there, and it's 2-1.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heater.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Now a throw over to first, and the runner back safely. Sharp ground ball to third. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We played 4 full. The Rough Riders are out in front, 5-2. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And set to go is the second baseman, Eliezer Alvarez. Here it comes. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The windup and the 0-1. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Up high, 2-1 now. And they set up away with the fastball, but it misses. 3-1.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're trying to put a start away. Make him work his tail off, throw a lot of pitches, and get on base any way that you can. A big inning at this point of the game, and he's probably gone.
Skipper's out of the third base dugout on his way toward the mound, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. Michael Boyle takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Number 23, Michael Boyle.
Andretti Cordero will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. From the belt, the pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. We're in the 5th inning here. 5-2 is our score. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
The batter, number 1, shortstop Michael De Leon.
Into the box, Michael De Leon saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he will somehow keep his eye on the baseball there as he has it for a big out number 1.
The designated hitter, Ryan.
Now at the plate, Ryan Doro. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch on its way.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. And that's going to fall. A base hit. And the throw will go to second as they get the force out.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Stepping up now, Oswan Vieira, and their runners at the corners now. Here comes the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And he lays off for ball 1. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Roughriders lead it 5-2. Striding in, Carlos Rincon. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
Carlos Rincon.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High in the air out to center field. Buck is underneath this one. One pitch, one away.
The batter, the catcher, Giancarlo Cabrera.
Now at the plate, Giancarlo Cabrera. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lays off 1-0. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And that swung on and missed on a pitch down 1-1. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
At the plate, Garrett Kirkpatrick. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
And I'll tell you, this is the last guy in the lineup you want to put on base for free. He's probably feeling a little salty after getting drilled, and he's got speed to burn, so look for him to try and make something happen out there.
Stepping into the box, Jacob Amaya. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
First delivery to him on the way.
No doubt this is a steal situation right here. 2 outs and the leadoff hitter on first. This is the time you roll the dice and hope he gets in the scoring position where he can get a hit to bring him home.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, the graphic here isn't going to properly show just how far that pitch was from the strike zone. That thing wasn't even close, and I think it made the decision to move up a base pretty easy to make.
The 1-1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
Digging in now, Jose Trevino. He went down on strikes last time up.
The catcher, Jose Trevino.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that's in there for strike 1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1. Fouled off. Fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch. And for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
To the plate now, Anthony Buck, as he'll take a look at ball one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. 5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. Swing and a liner. But taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher.
The third baseman, Yoni Hernandez.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Yoni Hernandez. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now one hit foul over to the right side as the count moves to 1-2.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
And that's going to be high. 2-2 now.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Fly ball out toward left center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Edgar Arredondo enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 17, Edgar Arredondo.
So digging in now, Andrew Vaughn. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
The first baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Oh, that's out.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The 1-0 home. Finds the zone, strike 1. Push to the right side. But an easy play there at first, as that becomes the first out of the inning.
Batting, the third baseman, Cody Posey.
Standing in, Cody Posey. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there, strike 1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Arredondo, a 22-year-old. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and a 2-seam fastball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Left center, base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Stepping in now, Justin Yurchak. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. The 1-0 home. Left side. Reined in. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on the show. Seventh inning ready to roll. And next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Eric Jenkins. First delivery to him on the way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball, that's out.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Grounded back up the middle. He's got it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Next up, second baseman, Alvarez.
At the plate, Eliezer Alvarez. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
Hops this one up. Amaya onto the grass. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
The first baseman, number 4, Andretti Cordero.
Digging in and looking for more, Andretti Cordero. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
Into the corner and slicing foul. 2 out, nobody on. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder on the run. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning.
It's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Last half of the 7th here, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Drew Avens.
The left fielder, Drew Avens.
First pitch on its way.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. And now pitch on the way. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Fouled away. The 2-2. Hit hard up the middle. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
Standing in now, Omar Estevez.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
A hit in 2 tries for him so far. 0-1 count and the pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
The 1-1 home is a changeup that drops below the knees for a ball. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Vieira is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first down.
The right fielder, number 34, Carlos Rincon.
Now at the plate, Carlos Rincon. From the stretch. Too high, 1-0. Here's a look over to first, and he'll get back in safely. The 1-0. Here's an off-speed pitch called for a strike. The 1-1. Taken, strike 2. (5-2) our score as we play inning number 7. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that. If you can spot your pitches there in advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
In now, Giancarlo Cabrera. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. From the belt, kicks and deals.
1 ball, 1 strike.
2 out with the man at first. Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back in. And again a throw, runner back safely. And there's ball 2 now. From the belt, the pitch. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Nolan Long has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
For the Drillers, number 38, Nolan Long.
Michael De Leon will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
De Leon.
Now here's the pitch.
Nope, that's the ball.
The 1-0. Misses for the second ball. Now the 2-0.
Nope, that's inside.
Long, a 6'10" right-hander. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, a changeup, and a 2-seam fastball. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Well, he's a youngster. You can see he's a little nervous out there. Some people call it butterflies, but to him it probably feels like pterodactyls are flying around in his gut. Going to be interesting to see if he can settle down here.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Ryan Doro. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
The 0-1 delivery. Hit down the line at first. He lays out, but it's out of his reach, so that's a tough strike too. Oh, 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Again, he sends it out of play.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
0-2 count, and the pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Well, that's just a case, D-Roll. You got to make a little bit better pitches with 2 strikes. Jumps ahead 0-2, and then a couple of foul balls, and on pitch number 5, he squares one up for a base hit.
Yeah, I can't tell you how nice that feels right there. You battle to get and count leverage and fight to get your ace swing off. 0-2, you're almost turned around walking back to your dugout, so that's a nice piece of hitting.
Juan Vieira stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Ready with the 1-0. And he misses 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Here now the 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. So coming to the plate, Jose Trevino. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. From the belt, kicks and deals. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Strike taken. Good bender on the outside there.
2 strikes.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
A line shot to third base.
The center fielder, number 33, Anthony.
Digging in once again, Anthony Buck. He's set. Here it comes.
Ball one, no strike.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
Here it comes, 1-0. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. The 1-1. And he fouls this one off. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball. Put himself right back in this at bat.
Two down, runners at first and second. Swing and a blooper to the right side. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's now 6-2.
Well, that makes it a 4-run deficit, so you might have to start wondering if this is too much for them to come back. They've only been able to scratch across 2 runs the entire game so far, so coming up with 4 more in this one might be too tall of an order.
Now in the box, Yoni Hernandez, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. From the stretch. No balls and a strike to count. And he misses with it, 1-1. And he popped him up. And this is down for extra bases, and with 2 out, this might get them both home. The runner scores from second.
Yeah, now they're looking at a 5-run deficit, and that doesn't bode very well for them, especially considering that they've only been able to scratch a couple of runs across the entire game. If this isn't the end, they can definitely see it from here.
Marcus Solbach enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8. Into the box now, Eric Jenkins, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Solbach, 28 years old. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a changeup, and a 2-seam fastball. Now the 1-0. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert. Throw
on to first, and they're able to escape the monster inning as the side is retired. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Roughriders are out in front, 7-2. Blake Bass is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Garrett Kirkpatrick. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. 1-0 home.
Ball 2.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder giving chase. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Jacob Amaya.
Into the box now, Jacob Amaya. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. Hit back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. And the throw here is going to get him at first. Excellent range there at short, and there are 2 away now.
The first baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
Ready once again, Andrew Vaughn. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a slider tails outside for ball 1.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Here's the pitch. Smoke toward third. Oh, just a brutal hop, and it goes right by him.
There's a danger of falling behind 3-0. You don't know which guys in the lineup outside the middle of the order are going to pull the trigger in a spot like that. He was one of them. 3-0 swinging the bat, aggressive hack, nice base hit.
So now to the plate, Cody Hosey, as he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike 1. Comes set with the 0-1. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. The 2-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land out there just foul. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. As a look, now the pitch. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
The 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him. Stepping into the box, Eliezer Alvarez. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9. First pitch on its way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Alvarez is retired, and there's one away.
Now batting,
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Andretti Cordero. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Set to deliver the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Chopped up the line to first, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Michael De Leon is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Count is 1-2 now. Now the pitch.
He got ahead with 2 good fastballs and then tried to drop the changeup to see if he'd be out in front. Did a great job of laying off that pitch right there. Interested to see where he goes now.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Again, another foul ball. The next 3-2. And it's fouled away. And he pops it up. In there, a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Ryan Doro is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2. A runner on first with 2 away. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Hit out towards second. And that is through into center field, a base hit.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
To the plate now, Aswan Vieira.
He swings and sends a bullet to right field.
And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. The Roughriders lead it 7-2. DeMarcus Evans is out from the bullpen as he'll get his first work of the season here on opening night.
DeMarcus Evans.
Stepping up to the plate, Justin Yurchak. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
The designated hitter, Justin Yurchak.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Swing, and he pops him up. Hernandez in foul ground, but this will land untouched. The 1-1. Here's a swing and a ball hit into the air to left center and shallow. Jenkins is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the 9th this crowd was hoping for. 1 away. Into the box now, Drew Avens. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. First pitch coming. Here it is.
1-0.
Now the 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
1 out, nobody on. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he'll get in there safely.
Of course they feel good about the triple, but I know how managers thinking. He's in the dugout wishing that triple would have come when some guys were on base. They've left a lot of guys out there in this one. We'll see if his teammate can bring him home.
At the plate, Omar Estevez, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1 pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to get that one.
At the plate now, Carlos Rincon, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 0-1 pitch.
Ball inside.
Hey, even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that 2-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Hit the other way out toward right field. He makes the catch, and they move to 1-0 on the young season as this ball game is over.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next two, the series is theirs.
And this evening's ends at a 7-2 finish. The Frisco Roughriders jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Colin Wiles earns his first win of the season. Tyler Gilbert was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score. First for the victorious Roughriders, 7 runs on 12 hits. 2 errors, they left 9 runners on base. For the Drillers, 2 runs on 8 hits. No errors, they left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 18 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.